Hey guys, today we are taking another look at the iPhone 6s, and I'm going to share my opinion on whether this 2015 iPhone can still hold its own in the year 2019. Let's start off with something that we're already familiar with, and that is the look on the back of the phone. And of course, the reason I say it is familiar to many of us is because Apple actually pushed the base of this design on several generations of iPhone with very small modification during each iteration. Now on the front, we have the pre-iPhone 10 signature look, which is of course the thick bezel at the top and bottom with that second gen Touch ID. From the side here, we can see that it's a pretty thin phone, just a little over 7 millimeters, especially when you consider that the newest iPhone is actually thicker than this one. Now, I really like the back of this phone. It's a very clean look. No wonder Apple actually continued this on more than just a couple of iPhones, couple of iPhone generations. Now you get a 12 megapixel camera on the back here, which would essentially give you a performance that is relatively close to what you will get from some newer phones. Now videos and photos are pretty crisp. The this particular picture was actually taken using another iPhone 6s. Now the display. Outside today, which happens to be a particularly sunny day, I brought the brightness up to about 70%, but the screen still looks awfully dimmed, and there's a good amount of reflection off of it. This is of course true of many new smartphones, meaning you simply would have to crank up that brightness all the way up if you want to increase visibility on that screen. Now, as far as the specs on the same screen, this is a 4.7-inch 1334 by 750 IPS LCD panel. It looks dim because I, keep the brightness at 50% just so that I can save on battery. Now, the phone itself can definitely keep up with many new phones. It's just too bad Apple discontinued production on it. The GUI is obviously the same you are already familiar with if you're an Apple user. You get that regular iOS update and support on this phone, and it's just as zippy with no lag, just the way you would experience on newer iPhones. Now, I may have mentioned this already, it's a fantastic display, but don't get me wrong, you could probably find a higher quality display. It doesn't take away the fact that the iPhone 6s still can perform very well. The phone that I use on a daily basis is an Android, but I use this iPhone 6s as my backup phone, just so that I'm not completely cut out of the Apple ecosystem. That way I can actually stay up to date with at least the newest iOS part of things. This is a very good phone. I'm pretty happy with it. Now, overall, for 2019, this is still a great phone. And if you like Apple products and don't want to spend $1,000 on an iPhone, this would definitely be an awesome budget iPhone for you. Just my opinion, but you guys could go ahead and let me know what you think down in the comments section. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.